Guys, this is Justin from the Tree of Ocean. No, just kidding. I fixed the sound. Hear this voice. Feel this voice. The sound is fixed. Praise everyone. Anyways, you may be saying, wait a minute, SmackDown hasn't even started yet. Why are you doing this video? Well, let me explain. SmackDown is aired early on YouTube because people put it on there from Europe or wherever they get it. And the Miami Heat are in Utah tonight playing the Jazz. I live in Utah. I've been to every, Heat game in Utah since like 2002, except for last year when I had to do some dumbass project for school. So that's where I'll be tonight. You know how I do it. I don't talk about it. I live it. Just like Chase Oliver. Chase Oliver lives in LA. He was at the T-Wolves Lakers game. Didn't go how he wanted, I'm sure, but gotta support your team, man. So that's where I'll be tonight. So I just figured, let's put this up, whatever. So we got the opening video package of Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, basically when Daniel Bryan hit him with the title, and Randy Orton said, "Ow, my head hurts." Squinty eyes. Randy Orton's returning tonight, and that will be the main event match, so look forward to that. Show kicks off with Sheamus, Jake's favorite guy in his Fave 5. If you don't understand that joke, watch the video before this, and it will all make sense. NoDQ.com. And Sheamus basically comes out and says, all he can think about is WrestleMania, just it's his dream. He's the main event of the biggest show of the year. You might open the card, but we get what you're saying. And he basically talks about Daniel Bryan reminds him of his first title run. He was just cocky, thought he was a lot better than he was, all this sort of stuff. And he will win April 1st. And then we get Vicky and Dolph coming out to interrupt him. Pretty much Dolph says, hey, you talk about giving the people what they want. The people deserve Dolph Ziggler to be the main event of WrestleMania, not you. And they go back and forth for a little bit, and then Teddy Long Player comes out, and he's like, hey. Vicky Guerrero mentioned somehow she's the best at ever running both shows or whatever. And Teddy Long says, the only thing that you're running is Dolph Ziggler's career right to the ground. And I said, thank you, Teddy Long. It's so true. LetDolphBeGreat.com. And then we get Teddy Long announces this match, Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. Sweet. And this match goes on for a little while. Vicky puts Ziggler's foot on the rope at one point. Swagger comes out in a suit at one point and interferes. And then Sheamus ends up hitting the white noise, which Jake loves the move, the white noise. He loves that move. But but this match actually, I can't complain about this match at all. I mean, from what I thought this match was going to be, I thought it was just going to be, Sheamus squash. No, Dolph Ziggler looked strong here. I mean, he looked impressive. He got a lot of offense in, hit a famouser on him. He kicked out of a lot of stuff. I mean, he got help at some point, but he's a heel, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it wasn't just like Sheamus steamrolled through him. It's like they made Dolph look credible, and that's what we need. But obviously, Sheamus, the right guy to win here. Whether you agree with him being in this position he is or not, he is where he is. He is in the main event of WrestleMania. Him losing to Dolph Ziggler is not going to, you know what I mean? He needs the win here. Then they backstage talking about the GM swap, or I think it was just the announcers talking about it, but yeah, you already know. Rod, Teddy, whatever. And then we get the three amigos, Teddy Long, John Laurinaitis, and David Otunga backstage. John Laurinaitis is like, yo, Teddy Long. Sorry, that was it. Teddy Long. Yeah, whatever. Not wrestling Jesus, but you get the idea. He's looking for an apology. And Teddy Long says, I ain't going to apologize to you, player. But David Otunga, you will face the great Khali on Monday when I run Raw. And that's attaboy. So look forward to a lot of tag matches on Raw. Play it. Then we get second match of that, my bad. Heath Slater versus Santino Marella. Santino Marella goes from the finals in the Elimination Chamber to fighting Heath Slater. But this match, of course, came about because of this Cobra spitting in Heath Slater's face. So this match, in a sick way, made sense. Why to have it? Heath Slater wanted revenge. Did he get it? Absolutely not. Heath Slater goes top rope. Santino accidentally runs into the ropes, knocks him down, hits the Cobra. 1, 2, 3. Santino. Then you get the Undertaker Triple H promo that we saw in Raw, where it showed the highlights of 27 with the superstars talking about, like, oh, it was so crazy. I thought it was over. So I liked it more on Raw, but I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not. SmackDown's going to continue to show Raw stuff. Then we get Eve and Natalya backstage. And he was just chilling, and then Natalya comes out and was like, what you did to Zach was mean. And then she farts, and it was just ridiculous. And then we actually get the match, Eve versus Natalya. Eve ends up winning by reverse roll-up, and I don't care. Heel Eve to the moon. Push heel Eve. Telling you. I love heel Eve. I'm just saying. Then you get Cody Rhodes coming out and talking about Big Show's embarrassing WrestleMania moments, and he recaps how the two he already did, the Sumo one and the Floyd Mayweather one, but then Big Show comes out before he can show us the next one, and Cody says, hey, out of there, escapes through the crowd. Big Show's like, hey, I can laugh at myself. Come in here, we'll watch it together, little buddy, my pal, my friend. But then Teddy comes out, and he's like, oh, he doesn't come out, he just appears. He's like, he announces. He does come out, actually. My bad. But yeah, it's irrelevant. He comes out and he says, Big Show, you will face Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. And everyone's like, yeah. So, I guess, well, I don't want to totally write it off, but it looks like our hopes of seeing Shaq are dwindling away. It's very, very sad. Hopefully Shaq can show up at some point, whether as like a manager or something. I don't know. Then we move on to the Big Show versus Mark Henry. Cody Rhodes ends up coming back and doing commentary for this match. Big Show actually kicks out of the World's Strongest Slam and ends up winning by the WMD, Weapon of Mass Destruction. Punches to faces. Fists to cheeks. But, Mark Henry hasn't been doing a lot, so of course Big Show's going to get the win here. They let Mark Henry do more than they've been letting him do instead of just getting bro kicked by Sheamus in 2 minutes. So, of course Big Show's going to win, and they let Mark Henry do a lot more stuff than I thought they would to help, even if it was to help make Big Show look strong. So, no problem here. Never seen this before. Teddy Long backstage with Drew McIntyre. He says if he loses tonight, he is fired. You've had enough chances, my man. So look forward to his match later. Then you get Matt Striker talking to the best promo cutter of our generation, Randy Orton. And Randy Orton says, Daniel Bryan does not understand the fury that is coming his way tonight. And then it cuts off. I said, that is the best promo I've ever seen. But, yeah. Sorry. Then we get Drew McIntyre versus Justin Gabriel, where if Drew McIntyre loses, he is fired. Justin Gabriel wins very quickly by a 450 splash, and it's just, ugh. I feel bad for Drew. Drew is a good talent. He's getting tore down by a bitch. His career, who knows? He went from the Chosen One, he was IC champ, and now he's losing to Justin Gabriel, and then Teddy Long appears on the screen and fires him, and Drew looks like he's going to cry or something, and then the segment just ends, so, ugh. Here, I don't want to give them too much credit, and this might not even, be a smart idea for anybody, but in my opinion, a good thing to do with the way this has been going is to have Drew get picked up by Laurinaitis on Raw, because I'm guessing it's only a 1-week switch, then they'll go back. Have Laurinaitis pick up McIntyre on Raw and have McIntyre be a part of Laurinaitis' team at WrestleMania, if that's the route they're going. Have McIntyre with whoever Laurinaitis is going to have, maybe like the Del Rio, Christian, Mark Henry, whatever, the couple of the guys that were at the pay-per-view against his team. I think it'd be cool to see Drew kind of fall off and then boom, come back and get revenge on Teddy Long, if you will. I think that'd be a good idea, because what else are they going to do with him? Because, God, he's a good talent, and they just need to utilize him more. So that's my opinion, and I hope to see him with John Laurinaitis in the near future. Then we get the entire Rock Cena promo. You all know I am Rock fan numero uno, but I do not need to see The Rock. I saw The Rock for like 26 minutes. The show went like 20 minutes over. You know what I mean? Put some more stuff on Smackdown. Oh, I'll address what could have been in this spot later. Whew, but it's the whole segment. It's like, really? But what are you going to do? And then Daniel Bryan backstage with Matt Striker. And I actually did like this backstage thing. Daniel Bryan trying to get cheap heat from his hometown crowd. Talks about how he's from Aberdeen, Washington. And he gets the crowd trying to cheer. And then he goes, but I definitely tried to get out of here and move to Las Vegas as soon as possible. Just quickly, just get him in your end and just turn on him. So that was entertaining. He's just talking about the Randy Orton match, how he's not scared and all that. Then we get to the main event, Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan. Good match. These guys can both work, definitely. So it was a good match. You knew it wasn't really going to end clean. Really, not a lot of main events on the TV shows end clean, so you knew there was going to be something sketchy. Randy Orton actually has him in the DDT, but not in the ropes, off the edge of the ring onto the ground. He has him set up for it. Then right before he can hit it, boom, fire hits. Kane's theme song hits. He comes out. Orton meets him on the ramp, and Orton and Kane go at it for a little bit. Daniel Bryan gets his title with AJ and books it out of there. And Orton and Kane just go at it all the way around the ring. Finally back into the ring. Kane chokeslams Orton and gets the microphone, gets down on one knee right in Randy Orton's face, just says, "Welcome back, Randy. Welcome back." So are we going towards a Kane-Randy Orton feud? I would say it looks like it. Whether that interests you or not, it looks like that's what we're getting. So look forward to that, I guess. And then after that little thing happened, it shows Lorax and Otunga backstage. And they're just looking at Kane like, man, that dude's dominant. And Laurinaitis hints at, he's like, I got a good idea for next week's Smackdown. He's like, how about I put Kane in action against somebody? And Otunga's like, who do you want him to go against? He's like, maybe Teddy Long's girlfriend, Oksana. So will we see Kane versus Oksana next week? I hope so. I have been pleading for Kane versus Eve. I have been pleading for Kane versus Karma. Step one to getting to Masked versus Baby is Kane versus Oksana. You got to start low and build your way up. That could be an incredible match. Picking Kane if it happens. I'm just kidding. But so we'll have to see how that goes. That would be highly entertaining if we Kane Oksana next week. But then, of course, I'm sure Randy Orton will come out and save Oksana because that's just stupid. But one gripe with this show, Roxina, the entire segment. I watched on YouTube. It literally went for like 15 minutes. It took like 2.5 of the YouTube clips to watch it, and they're like 10 minutes each. Do we really have to show that? The whole thing. I can understand. Show little clips, maybe. Just show like the highlights of it. Hunico and Camacho were not on the show. Every show with Camacho not on it is ridiculous. When Camacho gets his first singles victory on television, this show will be called the Tree of Camacho Show for one whole week. Maybe one whole month. Go Camacho. Should be on the show. Show gets an F without Camacho. I'm just kidding. But I liked this show. I thought you got a match for WrestleMania announced. Whether it's going to get tweaked along the way is another thing. But you got some storylines moving, so, I don't have a problem with it. Put Camacho on there more, though, please. Jeez. If you don't like Sheamus, watch Jake's video. It's called Why Sheamus Sucks. It's the video right before this. If you like Sheamus, you can listen to it and hear why Jake doesn't like him and battle with him in the comments or make video responses. We have one video response, I think, on there. So if you want to battle Jake on your Sheamus love or lack thereof, if you want to join the anti-Sheamus battle with Jake, do that. If you want to fight Jake, do that too. I'm sure he'd love it. Like I said, NoDQ.com, it's up there. Subscribe above, Tree of Woe Show. Like this video, leave your comments below. You can keep asking questions for Q&A. Comment on this show, anything you want to talk about. We're coming up on video 100. I think it's like 2 or 3 away. I think where you guys see it, it says we're already at 100, but our actual uploads, some of the videos didn't work and it doesn't count, so we're actually like 96 or 97 or whatever. But we'll let you know it's the 100th video. That's all for me. Go Heat tonight, and if you don't got it, get it. If you don't get it, figure it out. Whatever the hell John Lyon says. Good night, everybody.